everyone, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFXTV. I'm the WrestleGamer, done with People and Gujo, coming at you with a DVD review of OMG Volume 2, the top 50 incidents in WCW history. I want to start this review right off the bat by saying, what do they base these events on? Do fans get a chance to vote on them? Or are these just opinions by WWE as to what order that these incidents are established upon? I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the number one incident they have is Hulk Hogan's heel turn back at Bash at the Beach in 1996. Now, I do agree that it's up there with some of the big moments in WCW. A lot of the other moments that they've included in here are not, you would think you would see like spectacular moments when you would think of something like this in a DVD set. But OMG applies to different variables and different events that happen in WCW. Some very good moments, some of them very bad moments, and some of them outlandishly ridiculous. A perfect example, it was back with Hulk Hogan was taking on the Giant, Halloween Havoc, I think it was 1995. And they first started off with the Monster Truck Sumo match. And then they would have the Giant fall off the building, and supposedly the storyline was that he fell in the river. And then later on in the evening, you would think you would see him, just a little bit, just wet, head to toe from falling in that instead. And even more ridiculous was at the end of the match, when they were beating down Hulk Hogan. They had the Dungeon of Doom, where Kevin Sullivan, they already had Jimmy Hart turn on Hogan during the match, and the Giant in there. Then they had this guy who's about bigger than the Giant, aka the Big Show. They're calling him the Yeti, not the Yeti, but the Yeti. And he was just about as big, if not bigger, than the Giant. And my question is, who was that guy? I've never seen that guy before. My initial thought, just seeing him down the ring was Kevin Nash or Sid Vicious, but both Nash and Vicious, they're not taller than the Big Show. They're not. And this guy was about a foot taller, almost about 7'8", almost. I would think maybe either El Gigante or the Giant Gonzalez, maybe. But, this is just pure speculation at that point. Another one was, I believe, because I'm trying to look up the name of it on here, is, you do have to forgive me here, guys. Well, they don't have it listed on here. It was just a matchup that involved Big Van Vader, the Diamond Stud, a.k.a. Scott Hall, Cactus Jack, Abdullah the Butcher taking on Sting, El Gigante, and the Steiner Brothers. Oh, here it is. Yes, the Chamber of Horrors match, where the goal was to get one of the members of the opposing team into an electric chair, which at this point was Abdullah the Butcher, and to shock the hell out of him. Even Jim Ross said that was a terrible moment for wrestling. Even more terrible than that was the mention of David Arquette being the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And what's even more outlandishly ridiculous than Cena haters out there was the fact that Vince Russo, he even says it on here, guys, that he stands by his decision to put the WCW World Heavyweight Championship on David Arquette because it got him, quote, the publicity that he was looking for. I don't know what's more ridiculous. There are three things that are ridiculous in my opinion. One are the Cena haters, for obvious reasons. Because I'm I'm not going to hate the guy. You know, Hulk Hogan never changed his gimmick until 1997. Did fans hate him? No. Undertaker, he only changed his gimmick one time, and that was the American Badass. Then he went back to the Dead Man gimmick. Did fans hate him? No. So why should I hate John Cena? But besides that, you know, we had David Arquette as the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and then Vince Russo. Yes, Vince Russo as WCW World Heavyweight Champion. I'm not saying he's a bad writer, but he must have been smoking some bad crack at that time, because that was just out there. Now, there were some amazing moments. The scaffolding match, I don't even know how these guys booked a scaffolding match, but because I can't imagine having to work, you know, like that. I've never called a scaffolding match in my independent wrestling commentator career, and I don't think I ever will, but I don't think I even wanted to. But, you know, a lot of the moments did feature... Oh, one more thing I want to talk about before I give you guys my overall score. The night following, when Vince Russo supposedly won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, he relinquished it, and then the very next night on Nitro, booked what was called the 49ers match. And it had nothing to do with the 49ers football team. It was Jeff Jarrett and Booker T, and they had 4 boxes on each of the ring posts. You know, they had 1 box each, and you had to find, the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And what they had in the other boxes, well, one of them had a weapon. It was a coal miner's glove. The other one had a blow-up doll. It was 2000. And the third one had a picture of Scott Hall. And then for the finish of the match, Booker T was going for the box that had the championship in it, and what happens? The bottom falls out. And he has to get the belt from the outside in order to be proclaimed the winner. There's a reason why we've never seen another 49ers match in the professional wrestling industry, guys. Because that one was so horrible that they've decided to never do it again. And I'm glad that they've made that decision. Overall, this was indeed a unique DVD. A lot of the features were for, you know, especially, you had to mention the Shockmaster, the infamous Shockmaster scene. We definitely had to mention that. A few of the moments was, you know, the infamous Goldberg, especially when he beat Hulk Hogan at Atlanta for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, and when the crowd just went absolutely nuts for the guy. I never got a chance to meet him at WrestleCon. I kind of regret that, but, you know, I don't have like a lot of money per se, and I just didn't at that time. I just didn't have enough money to go throw away and go meet Bill Goldberg. You know, if I could meet him for free, that would be wonderful. But if I got to spend $100 to meet the guy, I don't know. But and again, my only other thought is, you know, what did they base their list on? You know, was this a fan-based list? Did the fans vote on the top 50 moments in WCW history, or the top, or I should say, top on? Well, it says top 50 incidents in WCW history. Did the fans vote on that, or are these just based on the opinions of the people in WWE who composed this DVD set together? That's just my thoughts. Now, would I put Hulk Hogan's heel turn from Bash at the Beach 1996 as the #1 incident in WCW history? Well, since it is the baseline for the start of the NWO gimmick and the NWO storyline in WCW, it has to be considered right up there, because, you know, if it wasn't for the NWO in WCW, WCW probably wouldn't have been put on the map, and wouldn't have these Monday Night Wars that we did back in the late 90s that we had between WCW and WWE. So I would definitely put it at #1, because, like I said, NWO probably the best storyline WCW ever did. But I'm just ashamed that when they had a chance to reincarnate it in WWE, Vince McMahon decided to flush it down the toilet. Overall, I'm going to give this DVD a 4 out of 5. I highly recommend you guys watch this, especially with any other compilation WCW DVDs. that they have out there. This one is a great find. So what I want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on OMG Volume 2, the top 50 moments, top 50 incidents in WCW history. Do you kind of agree with what they have here? I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but they do put Hulk Hogan's heel turn at Bash at the Beach 96 as number one, you know, which was, again, like I said, the formation, the baseline for the formation of the NWO. Do you guys agree with that? Or do you guys have a different opinion? Like, what would be your top 5 incidents in WCW history? What stands out in your mind when it comes to something like this? I definitely want to know what you guys have to say. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and view this video. Don't forget to follow me on the Facebook page, facebook.com/WGS-TV. And don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network if you haven't already. So with that being said, I'm the WrestleGamer, Don't Be Believe Mutual, saying thank you very much for watching.